We have a rather sad and discouraging story to share tonight about a setback in the worldwide fight against the illegal ivory trade. An African elephant that we at CBS News have been following for the past couple of years has died, apparently at the hands of poachers. He was known as Mountain Bull, a massive and magnificent 6-ton elephant who was a hero to conservationists in Kenya. Outfitted with a GPS collar, this 46-year-old king of the mountain was an integral part of scientific research. M. Sanjin is a senior scientist with Conservation International and a CBS News contributor.
He loved to move. He was an explorer. And so scientists and conservationists used him in some ways to both help them determine where elephants go, but also keeping him alive meant that they could also afford protection to other elephants.
His enormous tusks made him a top target for poachers who shot him 8 times, but their bullets never took him down. 2 years ago, Sanjin and a CBS News team traveled to Kenya's Liwa Conservatory, where veterinarians went to extreme measures to keep mountain bulls safe. They removed part of his tusks, hoping that would keep him from breaking down farm fences and, more importantly, make him less attractive to poachers. But sadly, it was not enough. Last week, rangers noticed no movement from Mountain Bull's radio collars, and a team was dispatched to investigate. 2 days ago, inside a heavily patrolled national park, they found Mountain Bull's body. He had been killed by poison spears, killed for his remaining ivory.
He was in his home. He was in a national park. He was not creating trouble for anyone, and still poachers went after him.
Illegal ivory poaching is devastating African elephant herds. Well-armed and organized gangs of poachers sell much of the ivory to countries in Asia, where it can sell for more than $150 per kilogram.
The poaching problem in Kenya and throughout much of Africa is at extraordinary levels right now. We haven't seen these levels of poaching in maybe 30 years. There are about 25 to maybe 35,000 elephants every year that are getting killed for their tusks.
Conservationists are increasing their efforts to save elephants, encouraging local communities to keep elephants alive so they can attract tourists to national parks. But with such a huge demand for ivory, it is entirely possible they're waging a war that cannot be won. China says it's making some efforts to fight the ivory trade within its borders. The government there reports crushing 6 tons of illegal ivory this past January.